Tell me about yourself.
Okay. My name is Tamar Dates. I am currently a junior architecture student at the University of Maryland. I have a business administration degree at the College of Southern Maryland, and I will have my architecture degree by next December. I'm the oldest child of three, and with this responsibility comes a lot of learning opportunities. So, since I am the oldest, I've had the opportunity to learn my parents' pet peeves and things that they like so that I can develop skills of maturity for life. And I've also been the guinea pig, if you will, for maturing and showing my other siblings how to do and what not to do for that matter. So, yeah.
Tell me about your ideal first job.
My ideal first job is actually the job that I have now. I am interning at a architecture firm in Virginia. The firm is called Hughes Group Architects, and I have been there all throughout the summer, and they allowed me to stay throughout the semester to get more experience. Um, the experience has been pretty great. They have me doing different things. I'll come in, and I don't necessarily have a set schedule usually, so I help out where I can. Um, For instance, I have been included in different projects such as something called Langston Hughes Middle School and Herndon High School. So today at work, I actually went in and I had to review all of these bid documents that were distributed to different contractors for this project. It's not yet built, so they were all bidding to see who was willing to pay the most or see the budgeting for how much this project is going to cost. So I had to go through and make sure that all of the drawings we sent out came back in the same manner that they were sent out, that there were no additional markings on the sheets, and that there were no rips, no tears, and that all the sheets were in fact there. So I spent most of my day doing that. I also had to go on to Revit, which is an architectural program, and make some changes to a door schedule that I was working on last week and I didn't quite finish that. I usually only work for about 6 hours, so I do as much as I can and then I leave.
What will your biggest challenge be in getting that?
So, since I already have the job, my biggest challenge is, I guess, getting to the job. The job is about, it's 50 miles away from where I live. So, to get there on a normal good day, the drive is about an hour and 20 minutes, but it can be as much as 2 hours, which is a really bad day. My supervisor and my boss is pretty lenient with me, and they allow me to come in when I can. So originally, when I started, Amato told me that I could come in and work from 10 to 4, and I decided that 10 to 4 doesn't actually work. If I leave at 4 o'clock, I end up in the worst traffic there can be in the evening, although my morning drive is really nice. So I've been trying to aim to get there between 8:30 and 9:30 and only work 6 hours and leave by 2:33, which gets me home by 4:30 at the latest.
What will be your biggest challenge be in your work that job? Oh wait. Let me restate that. What will your biggest challenge be in your work in that job?
My biggest challenge so far since I am there is picking up on the different programs that they use, understanding the different languages that they speak, and really getting involved with as much as I can. So there's one guy there, Jeff, who has been really helpful, and he's been my mentor, and he has been the one really giving me the most projects to do. And he also is really descriptive and explains a lot. And he gives me a lot of background. So when I'm doing these tasks, I know exactly what it's for, exactly what the expectation is, and exactly how soon I need to have this done. So he's really helpful in that manner. But mostly, my biggest challenge is getting through learning how to use Revit, which is that big architecture program that every firm uses nowadays. So I know that I have to actually get in there and learn how to do that. So it's really nice to be involved in projects where I need to do that, but it's also a hindrance because I know it takes me a lot longer to do small things because I'm figuring out how to do them and then do them, mess up a few times, search on the internet and figure out, okay, the best way to do it, and then ask around. And I don't really like to interfere with people's work. They're pretty focused most of the day. So I do sometimes walk up, hey, can you help me? But most of the time I just kind of search or wait until they seem to be freed up so I can ask as many questions as I can. But that is the biggest challenge that I have so far.
Tell me about your job after that.
So my job after this, ideally, obviously, I'd hope that it is much closer than this one. I prefer to work in DC. I hear that they have some really nice firms there and they also pay pretty well. And at that point, I'll probably have, much more experience than I do now, considering I have this job to put on my resume as my experience. I also will soon have a degree, so going through school, going through my classes will enhance my education level, and that being backed with my associates in business administration looks really good on a resume. So I hope that my next ideal job is closer and that they will also work with me and give me opportunities and things that I'm capable of doing, that they would stretch me where I need more help in understanding things, and that, everyone there will be pretty much open and pretty nice and inviting so that I won't feel so afraid, if you will, to go ask questions. Thank you.